Hi guys and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Remake video. Today we've got some really interesting topics to discuss. We're going to talk about the new summons and a potential leaked summon as well. And also we're going to take a look at the potential addition of character skill trees and something similar to the paradigm system in Final Fantasy XIII. I will start with the summons, but trust me, it's the skill tree and the potential paradigms, the concepts that I really can't wait to talk about. But just before we jump into today's video, I do want to make you aware, since the information's been released regarding the pre-order, I've decided to do a giveaway. It'll be the first on the channel, but I hope you all get involved. And I'm going to give away a copy of Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation 4 when it comes out next year. I personally have ordered the first class edition of the game, but I do prefer to have digital copies of games rather than actually having the game, so when it all arrives I will be giving away the copy of the game, and to simply be in a chance with winning it, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. I know it's a long way off, and I don't know how long I'll actually run the competition for, but I do know, however, that I will be one of the subscribers that win it, so yeah, if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's get into it. So since E3 we now know that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will be straying from the path and introducing new content, and in this particular case, new summons. We now know of 3 new summons that are coming to the game in the Chocobo Chick, Cactuar and Carbuncle, and I think it's fair to say they aren't going to let the cat out the bag and give us everything new to the game for free straight away. And the likeliness is, we will see more summons, and one in particular Reddit post has apparently leaked another summon. Now this was up before E3, and to be honest I did take it with a pinch of salt, and I suggest, like all rumours, we stick to that philosophy. But the reason I didn't entertain it prior to E3 was simply because I didn't think they'd introduce new playable content. But now we know things have changed, and I think it's an attempt to give the game a whole new modern look. So step forward, Amarok. It's a wolf summon that causes darkness in addition to damage, and to be honest, now I think about it, I can see why this rumour seems to have surfaced. It's gained a lot of ground since the Reddit post, and a lot of gaming forums and websites have mentioned it. And now we know we're getting new content, it just got me that little bit more intrigued. So for those who didn't know, in Advent Children, Cloud has a motorbike called the FF7R, who is a mythological wolf. And also Cloud does wear the attire Cloudy Wolf, which is like a pin-like brooch that he wears on his chest. Also, knowing the way Square like to base their summons around mythology, this rumour does seem to have some substance. And it would make a whole lot of sense to bring something like that into the game. And it also does make you think about what other new content they're going to bring to the table. New storylines, new materia, like Holy perhaps, and dare I say it, new playable characters. And I suppose it's just a case of watch this space. And I will link the Reddit post down below so you can decipher all the information that the Redditor did put. But for me, it's worth a mention. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide whether it's true or false. So next up is the potential skill trees similar to that of Final Fantasy X or the paradigms in Final Fantasy XIII. I do have a theory, and I do have some evidence to support my theory, so bear with me. But during the E3 presentation, Neil Pabone said regarding each character's abilities that they are entirely different to each other. And also you can see several examples of these unique abilities in the actual gameplay that we've seen. Barret has Steel Skin, Cloud's Braver Attack seems to be an ability this time around, rather than a Limit Break, as does Tifa's Bash. And also, did you notice the various modes in the gameplay at E3, like Punisher Mode and Operator Mode? What exactly are they? For me, the only thing I can think of, and it kind of makes sense, that if these modes work similar to paradigms of Final Fantasy XIII, which is a skill tree, switching between them giving characters different playstyles, it just makes a whole lot of sense that in fact we're getting signals of unique abilities, modes. It just all seems to point down the road of a skill tree. And in fact I just can't see them being anything else at all. And if it is what I think it is, that means the combat in the remake is going to be really challenging. And it's going to be really tactical and difficult to take down the most formidable foes. With that all being said, it does lead me to believe that the characters will have their own individual abilities that they must level up with some type of interactive grid, like a system to unlock them as and when you see fit, because it'd be very lazy to just have said ability unlock passively like it did in 97 and you had no say on how your team strengthened going forward. And I have actually mentioned this in a previous podcast that we've done, that I didn't like the way the materia would level up in 97 with just passive XP, the way you unlock fire, so like fire 1, 2 and 3. It just seemed so basic. And to be honest, in a modern RPG and the modern gamer, we do need more than that. So for me, it is pivotal that we get a skill tree of some sort in the remake. And all the signs are pointing to the fact that we probably will, knowing about what the games have been like since Final Fantasy VII. And also the fact, you know, they are bringing new content, they are completely remaking the game, which we already knew, so it just does make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you like to see some type of skill tree or an unlockable grid system? Would it make the game better, or do you just like the vanilla approach? Anyway, that's all we've got time for today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, do hit that like button. And if you are new and you are interested in the giveaway, do hit the subscribe button as well. And until next time, peace out.